Today I thought maybe we could do a little bit of makeup decluttering together. I have these makeup containers. They like slide out. There's 4 of them. And I know that for the last couple of months, if not longer, I have makeup in several different toiletry bags, and I have makeup strewn all across my bathroom floor. Like, I literally have like a couple of spaces I can stand on to brush my teeth and stuff, and I really need to make some space for it. I think the majority of this stuff I'm actually gonna throw away, because not only do I obviously never use it, I think a lot of it is like a decade old and is so expired that I really shouldn't be putting it on my face anymore. So I thought when I clean this up, I might as well make it into a video. There's no real organization to these drawers. There was when I started using them. Each drawer had like a specific type of makeup product in it. But right now, they're just kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna do this just not by type of product, but just drawer by drawer. This may turn into a multi-part video because I have a lot of stuff in there, so let's just roll with it and see. I have my little trash can here that I'm just gonna straight away throw stuff into when I decide no longer to use it. Okay, so let's open drawer number 1. Oh dear, okay. So the first thing I see here is this Glow Minerals foundation. I bought this, I think easily 10 years ago. I've been living in this house for 7 years, and I bought this in my previous house, so it's really old. A lot of this stuff I bought when I was like heavy into watching beauty videos on YouTube, and just like about anything that people talked about in a good way, I bought, even though I didn't really wear that much makeup. I went on a big makeup buying spree without actually wearing it. I don't know, like I just wanted to own it. And this one came really highly recommended. It's like a liquid mineral foundation. The problem is that you could only buy it online. This is a brand that was not sold in stores, and it's way too dark for me. I don't know why I kept it all these years, seriously. I moved house and brought it with me. I've actually moved house twice. I used to live next door, and in between these 2 houses, it's been 7 years. And I brought it with me each time, and I don't know why. I have tried to use it because it was not a cheap foundation. And I tried to use it in several different ways by combining it with much lighter foundations and trying to get a good shade. But it just never worked, because aside from the fact that it was too dark, it's also just too yellow for me. So I'd say this one is definitely going in the trash. I mean, yeah, it's so old. Out. Then this one, I really don't know what to do with this one. So this is the Urban Decay Cream to Powder Foundation. This used to be my holy grail of foundations. Even I don't know if I loved it more than the current Fenty one, but I might have. I loved this foundation so much. But I actually hit ban on it, so there's not an awful lot left. But it didn't have a very long life. I don't think this foundation was sold for a very long time. It was replaced by the Naked line. And I went through a lot of trouble to find this. I went to I don't think they had an actual store. I went to an Urban Decay counter in Dublin, because back then they didn't have one here. And they had to go to the back and look through their stock to find my shade. They had like 1 left in my shade. And I have had this, I known it was discontinued. I want to say I've had it for, again, at least 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. I don't even know. I'm gonna guess it's not great to use on my skin anymore because it is very old. But I also don't really want to part with it because I went through so much trouble to get it. I might keep this and try to just use it out. I'll see if I put it on my skin, how my skin reacts to it. I might do a good Google first to see if it's like allowed to still put it on your skin after so long. There's not an awful lot left. I would hate to throw this out. Can we also just talk about Urban Decay's packaging? I mean, they are like the rulers of makeup packaging. Alright, I'm going to put this aside for a second. And then I have this Garnier BB cream. I forgot that I had this. I think a lot of these products I forgot I had. BB creams, I have a few of them actually in here. Yeah, BB creams never really worked for me. Not that they're not good, but I find that all BB creams are way too light for me, which surprises me because I have a pretty light skin tone, but they're all just too light, including this one. I bought this in the color light because medium was too dark. Like BB creams, and I think they might have changed in that a little bit, but BB creams don't really have a shade range. They just have light, medium, dark, and that doesn't work for a lot of people. This was too light for me. However, at the moment, I'm pretty pale, so I don't know if I should keep using it. But again, like, how old is this thing? I mean, it'll be a couple of years old. It's still very full though. I've barely used it. I may keep this and try it again because I tend to warm up my face now with bronzer and stuff. Maybe this will work a little bit better for this time of year. I'll keep it. Oh my god, I'm not going to throw anything out. Oh, my baby skin primer. I also forgot I had this. This was supposed to be a great dupe for the Benefit Professional. I don't really use primer, so I'm going to throw it out anyway. I have still a sample size of the Professional, and I barely use it either. The problem that I have with this one, it's not really a problem, but it's very greasy. It feels very greasy when you put it on your skin, and I hate that feeling. The Professional does not have that. It was cheap. I bought it in Target when I was in Florida. So it's probably not even that old. Well, yeah, it's probably still 6 years old or something. It was like $3. It was not expensive, but I'm still gonna throw it. All right. What is this? Okay. These are skin paints, or face paints. These are the colors of the Belgian flag. So when I bought I bought these in 2014 when the World Cup football was on and Belgium was taking part for the first time in 12 years in a major tournament. And I was super excited and I wanted to watch the games with the Belgian flag on my cheeks. So I went and bought these. Now, since then, I've gotten from Belgium an actual tricolor stick that just has the 3 colors on it. It's very small and you just draw flags. So these have completely dried out. I know if I put water on them, I'm sure I can use them again, but I won't. So I'm just gonna chuck these, I think. There's so much in here that I just didn't know I still had. Wow. Wow. face mist from the Body Shop, which I bought years ago to set my makeup. It was recommended as a great like setting spray. It is about full to here, so I haven't used it that much. I have a couple of other face mists lying around that I don't use. And I do like face mists. I think they're a nice way, especially in the summer, to kind of refresh your face. A lot of them you can use over makeup, but I don't know. There's a bit. Yeah, I just don't use this one, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck it. I mean, this is really old. I think, like I said, I think all of these are about a decade old, including this one. So, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna throw this out. Oh, does anyone remember this? Max Strobe Cream. Wow, that is ancient. Oh my god, it's really sticky. For those of you who don't know what this is, back years ago, oh my god, so many years ago, MAC had this cream. I don't know if they still sell it, they probably do. It's got like luminescent flecks in it. And before dewy foundations came out, you really just had like one type of foundation, and if you used this, it would make your face look luminous. Oh wow, yeah, I barely used it. It's definitely going in the bin. Ew, it's like, it's really sticky. Alright. Then I have another BB cream from Dr. Chart. This is a sample size. I got this in a glossy box. I liked it because it's a little bit darker than any other BB cream I've owned. And I actually used it quite a bit. I don't think there's that much left in this, so I'm also just gonna throw it out because it's really old. Alright. This is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I will say this, it's almost empty, and yet I do not remember that I ever used this concealer. I seem to have used it quite a lot. It's also tiny, but I think this is just the regular size. I do not remember ever using this concealer. I wonder if I liked it. I must have, because I obviously use it a lot. It also says light medium, so I'm guessing it didn't have a lot of shades. It was like light, medium, dark, but interesting. No idea where that came from. Alright, what else have we got in this drawer? This is from a Glossy Box as well. It's a blush. It's from the actual Glossy Box brand. I have never used it. It is completely untouched. I might keep it actually, although again it's a couple of years old, but it's a nice color. It's like a dusty rose color, like a lot of my blushes are pink, and this is like more like a dusty rose color, which is kind of cute. Might keep it. Yeah, I don't know if anything else in this drawer is keepable, so I might just keep this. Tingles bronzer. That's definitely a sample size. Actually, what I think happened a few years ago, or like a lot of years ago, is that Bare Minerals was doing this sample pack where you could buy a bunch of samples from their products for like a low price. Because I think I have more of these types of things. Yeah, is that from it as well? Oh no, that's from a different brand. Oh, was it a specific website that was selling all kinds of samples from different brands? I don't know. I seem to remember that there was like a big sample pack thing going on back then, but I've obviously never used them. I mean, this looks like a gorgeous color, but can I just say it is completely full? Like, I've never used it. And I don't want to risk using those anymore. They are super old. No, I'm gonna throw them. You have no idea how much this is bothering me. Like, I'm a hoarder. I have a really hard time letting go of things. There's like some products are eating me up inside that I'm throwing them out. I have 2 brushes in here. Oh, this is gross. I'm throwing that out. I'm throwing them both out. They're elf brushes. Like, there's a store in town that sells elf. I can always go and get new brushes of theirs. I like their brushes. This is a primer. Again, I don't know what brand it's from because a lot of the lettering has faded. I don't know where I got it from. It's a spray. Oh no, it's not a spray, just a pump. I'm gonna guess that this might have also come in a glossy box. This is why I stopped ordering glossy boxes, because they came every month, which was exciting. But after a year, I had so many products and I couldn't use them because I hadn't used up the previous ones yet. And I stowed them away and then I just forgot about them and never used them. So, yeah. I'm gonna check this. This is a little brush from... I know what this is from. I don't know what drawer it's in, but I'm throwing it out anyway. Okay. Then I have one more foundation that I actually really loved and used a fair amount, I think. But I really need to throw it out now. This is the Urban Decay Mineral Foundation. As you can tell, there's only a very little bit of left. And I love the packaging, so cute. I use this a lot. This is really weird. It's the same color as the cream to powder, but it was a little too dark for me. I swear the cream to powder is kind of my perfect shade. So it really depends what kind of foundation it is, it seems. I like this a lot, but I had to really pack on the moisturizer with it because it kind of clung to dry spots. I don't think mineral makeup is the best for dry skin, to be honest, but I can't complain about it. I did use it a lot. I'm gonna guess this is also discontinued. I think after their Naked line came out, they pretty much discontinued everything else. So yeah. I can't even get it open. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it actually came with a little sponge applicator, but I never used that because I felt that that wasn't very hygienic. So I always just twisted it and then used whatever was in the cap. Oh wow, this brings back memories. because I'd heard people rave about it so much, and unfortunately, my dry skin does not take it very well. It's the same trip where I bought the Fenty foundation, I think literally 2 weeks after I bought this one, because it just wasn't working for me. I don't want to throw it out because it's like a full bottle and it's fairly new, so I think I'm gonna try to wear it every now and then. It really dries out my skin if I wear it every day. I think every now and then might not be so bad, especially if I moisturize a little bit more, so I might just keep it for now because it's so new. But this one, if I believe, does not have a pump. Yeah, it's like you have to pour it out on your hand, which I'm not a fan of, but yeah. It's a pretty good shade for me as well. It's actually, I think the shade I brought it with me to Sephora and compared it to the Fenty shades to make sure it matched this one because it's a pretty good shade for me. But it's a little bit drying on my skin, so yeah. Alright, that is drawer 1 done. I'm gonna put 4 items back in. That's really pretty good. And I'm gonna do the other drawers in other videos. The other drawers have way more stuff in them, and I think it's gonna be way too long if I do them all in one video. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.